Hey everybody, this is Dust for Dusted on Gaming with our fifth and final match of episode 5 with Arclight Phoenix here in Modern. So far we've played some interesting decks with this particular version of Arclight Phoenix of the Izzet variety. We've played with the 2-2 Pteramander Crackling Drake split. As a reminder, don't forget if you're new to the channel, please consider commenting, leaving a like, and subscribing to our channel as we're rapidly approaching 500 subscribers. Just want to thank you all because this last month especially has been really awesome in terms of growth of both views and subscribers. So continuing on, guys, thank you very much, and from the bottom of my heart want to welcome you to the community and hope to help us keep growing. So this particular version was different than the last one we were running. Sleight of hand over opt, 2-2 split on Pteramander Crackling Drake, 2 gut shot, 2 surgical over 2 gut shot, and 2 charter course last time, I believe. Surgical is kind of starting making the rounds in the main deck. Hedges the mirror match, hedges against Dredge, both of which can be obviously important matchups. Beyond that, Lightning Axe and Lightning Bolt and Gut Shot help deal with creatures. Obviously, Bolt and Gut Shot can go to the face. Serum Visions, Sleight of Hand, Thought Scour, Faithless Looting, and Metamorphose all serve different functions. Got your 12-man cantrips here. Faithless Looting is generally the last one you want to cast. Helps you get stuff into the graveyard. Helps you discard extra lands, so get your Arclight in the graveyard. Discards extra lands when you start flooding out. Metamorphose helps to chain together free spells to allow you to flip your thing in the ice quickly, to get your Arclight Phoenixes back. I mean, as an example, against the Temur matchup we played against last round, we flipped a thing in the ice on turn 3 specifically because of Metamorphose being a very, very broken card. So generally you're pretty good at being a turn 4.5 deck, pressuring your opponent as long as you find one of your early threats. And then your sideboard helps to kind of shore up the faster matchups, which tend to be your biggest issue of the, Ad Nauseam, Storm, those kind of decks. Also the ramp decks can be a bit of a problem. Spell Pierce comes in against any of the combo decks, anything like Burn, anything like Control. That extra little bit of tempo, extra little bit of protecting one of your creatures on a key turn. It's hard to argue with Spell Pierce, but the only other card that even remotely compares to it is Swan Song, and obviously we don't want to be handing our opponents creatures when we're trying to kill them with flyers. Ravenous Trap pretty good against graveyard decks. Abrade pretty good when you need a Shatter or Lightning Strike effect against creatures. Shatterstorm pretty good against the various War decks that have starting to pop up in place of KCI. Also pretty good against the Hardened Scales decks. Might want to bring it in against anything that's bringing in multiple Chalices of the Void, so it can come in reasonably against like Etron. That's kind of been making a little bit of a comeback too. Blood Moon pretty good here for any type of deck full of non-basics. We've used this to great effect against Ad Nauseam and Black, White, Death, and Taxes earlier in the matches we played. Anger also pretty good against Amulet Titan, Titan Shift, Tron, any of those style of decks. Anger of the Gods pretty good for the go-wide creature strategies that can sometimes get under you. Anything from Elves to Gobos to Zoo to Dredge. This helps clean up that mess, even though it is a bit of an anti-synergy with your Arclight Phoenixes. A couple copies of Rout Izzet Viceroy. We still haven't had a chance to cast this yet. I thought we were going to have a chance in that Temur matchup, and then we just killed them too quickly. And then 2 copies of Dragon's Claw for the burn and mono red Arclight matchups. So that said, for this final matchup, we're going to jump into a 2-man queue. I've been doing some practice games, not because I really needed to, but because I really wanted to take the deck into a different environment. This hand's pretty reasonable, so definitely a keep. I fetch a basic island, keep our life total a little bit high. Serum Visions. 2 lands. I think we're going to bottom both because we're looking for a threat. We want to see Arclight Phoenixes. We want to see things in the ice. Alright, cool. This is one of the matchups I actually kind of wanted to see here. So Not gonna cycle the Manamorphose yet. Gut shot's terrible. I think we'll go ahead and top both those. Gives us a lot of redraws at a Phoenix. We really need to get things rolling. Huh. Okay, not exactly what I thought then. Thought we were up against Titan Shift. Edge of Autumn. Four color shift, perhaps? Doing this to draw the land underneath. Red and blue. Draw the Scalding Tarn here. Grab. Guess Steam Vents since we're already kind of low here. Thing in the ice, my friend. You're a little late to the party, but you're the threat we want, so tally ho. Hopefully our opponent does not have a fatal push or something here. So my money is on blue scape shift, but I'm not really, still not entirely sure. This is Worldly Council, they'll pretty much guarantee that then. Edge of Autumn. Problem is you don't control 4 or fewer lands. Oh, I guess they do control exactly 4. Cycling, sacrifice a land. Move a counter. I'm curious to know what is going on over there. Alright, I mean, the flip. Okay, now I know what's going on. New Perspectives combo. Let's get a pretty good look at what they got going on. Shadow of the Grave nonsense. Their kill con is Banefire, it looks like. So yeah, definitely New Perspectives combo. Get rid of that one. So they're going to be able to be close to comboing next turn. Traverse. Sure. Could very well be dead here. There isn't too much we can find here, unfortunately. That digs the deepest, at least. And now we die. Does tap or untap target permanent. It's an interesting gamble to take. Could very well be dead here because New Horizons is going to allow them to draw a bunch of cards. Sorry, New Perspectives, not New Horizons. This is an interesting combo deck to run into. I've run into it a couple times over the years, but we're pretty much dead here. They're just going to do a really huge Banefire eventually. As long as they stay at 7 cards or more, we're kind of in trouble here. Blood Moon doesn't do a ton against them. Spell Pierce is okay-ish. So really we just had too slow of a clock. Yep, and then it gets untapped, get extra mana. Because this allows them to cycle cards for free. And it looks like their kill con of choice was Banefire. Yeah, it looks like our only real choice is Spell Pierce. So, fortunately we don't have anything to stop cycling abilities. Yep, and Traverse allows them to get more consistency. Just continue to combo, continue to combo. They're basically looking for more Shadows of the Grave. Yep. Interesting. Alright. It's when you think they might have run out of gas. Yep. So if they get too loosey-goosey, we get to hit them with Thought Scour is kind of our only outs to kill them here. get a bunch of mana here. They could have Banefire already in hand. Traverse Zeuvenwald. Yeah, they're getting really close on mana, just killing us with Banefire here. That said, this deck is a bit of a one-trick pony, so I've seen a couple different ways. There's, I think the other card was like Rolling Thunder or something like that. It's like some random, so 4, 7. Oh, we're just dead here. Dead to the Banefire. Alright, I mean, Banefire is like the last card in their library. They're in a lot of trouble. Alright, they're at 7. Yeah, this looks like Banefire. Just mill them for a couple more here. Alright, so New Perspectives combo. Ravenous Trap is relevant. Spell Pierce is relevant. Beyond that, Gut Shot is not relevant. At least not that I can think of. And 2 copies of Sleight of Hand. So either gotta stop our opponent's first copy of New Perspectives with a Spell Pierce, or kill them before like turn 4 or 5. So it's kind of a basic combo matchup. Blood Moon's not very effective against them. Ravenous Trap could potentially nail them in response to a Shadow of the Grave. Can kind of stop them mid combo potentially. So deck is a little bit fragile, but I've seen it before. Fortunately, I was just not thinking of it when I was seeing Edge of Autumn. I guess I would 100% like to play first. Serum Visions, Pteramander. Sign me up. And Ravenous Trap to interact with our combo. See, is Rolling Thunder the one I'm thinking of? No. Something Thunder. Chancellor of the Annex. It's an obnoxious little card. Gotta run it into that just because. Oop. Interesting little combo protection there. Land, please. Sweet. Arclight Phoenix. I mean, I guess we want pressure. Two, three. Yep. One, two, three. Alright, so let's just jam an Arclight Phoenix. I can't combo this turn. At least I don't believe. They're one more turn before they can try to combo with new perspectives. So at that point, we'll want to hold up Spell Pierce. Because this new perspectives requires 6. It's been a minute since I've seen that card attempt to be played here. Google perspectives. Sure. Resounding Thunder, that was the name of the card I couldn't think of. So 3 still requires 5. Is this a... Put 3 or more cards in their graveyard. Sure, Traverse resolves. Alright. Just keep in mind if they try to go for Shadow of the Grave here. Goodbye, friend. So that requires 2 and a blue from now on. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could go for it this turn. me this is being too aggressive, but I do want to close them out in 2 turns, barring their, obviously, their fog ability thing. Sure. This feels like nope, just thirst for knowledge. Okay. So they had Pentad Prism in their deck. I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. Have some type of reanimation to bring Chancellor back. 1, 2, 3. So still 6 mana. Spell Pierce is still good here. Sure. Wowzers. Say hello to my Spell Pierce. Alright, I'm gonna say, and that should be game. Wow. These lightning axes just feel terrible. So obviously they play a lot of basics. Is it worth bringing in Blood Moon? I don't think so. Yeah, why not? Gotta try to get them any way we can, I guess. And yeah, they obviously have a lot of basics, so Blood Moon's not likely to lock them out, but there's always a chance it could. So why not bring it in? Can always loot it away, or if we don't need it. Weird matchup. Opponent is debating if they want to be on the play, which I don't know why they wouldn't be. Surgical Extraction. 6, 7. Not exactly the best hand. Do we keep this 7? Think so. Search for tomorrow. Serum Visions. Bottom. Hopefully we see some Phoenixes in the top couple cards of our deck. That'd be nice. Gets them a basic land. Sure. Arclight and... I don't think Blood Moon's going to get him here very well, but obviously it'll slow him down some. I'm an idiot. I could have brought back Phoenix that turn. Alright. Need to play a little bit better here. Otherwise, the Spell Pierce is just going to get bad real quick. Do I mill myself or do I mill them? See if there's any other weird... Nope. Alright, so Damnations... Got some interesting cards going on here. Keep this over here. And... so we take Thing in the Ice, try to kill them as quickly as possible. Though I don't see... I guess they're going to have to go on the really bad creature beatdown plan. Blood Moon obviously isn't the greatest, especially when they're holding a swamp in their hand. So how do I sequence next turn? Thing in the Ice, Lightning Bolt. Barring any type of good draw from us. Because, like, their other choice is, like, bad creature beatdowns. And I think we can beat bad creature beatdowns. I mean, we definitely got lucky. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. Alright, another Spell Pierce. It's kind of a nice hedge. So, thing in the ice. Like that said, I don't know what they're even fighting towards at this point. Slow down their development. Threaten to flip our thing in the ice here. Yep. Next turn, if we just draw a land, we get to go flashback, Faithless Looting, Lightning Bolt our opponent. Three mana. Guess we have to be weary of Damnation a little bit too. I guess that's what card's coming. Yep. Cycling Shafet Monitor. Shafet Monitor is a 6/5. Could be a way to win the game. Hardcast Arclight. Attack. Put you to 8, and then, barring some combination of good draws, you're just dead next turn. Alright. What you got, opponent? Traverse the Uvenwald, yeah. For a Shafet Monitor. Alright. Is it time to cast a Shafet Monitor yet? Alright. Looks like they're just trying to set up for a large Banefire. Alright. Bolt you. Alrighty, so new perspectives combo there. Sometimes you gotta get a little bit lucky with the card Thought Scour. Sometimes you have to think outside the box. So it was a pretty awesome ending to our 5 video set of some weird decks to play against. Playing against New Perspectives combo, Black White Eldrazi, Ad Nauseam Elves, and what was the 5th deck? Oh, Temur Moon. So interesting decks to play against, stuff you might see in FNM and such. I've seen New Perspectives combo closer to when it came out. The version that I lost to before was playing Resounding Thunder, which this is kind of similar to what I played against before. Resounding Thunder would deal 6 damage to you, and then you would bring it back with... Beneath the Sands was the card I was thinking of. But you'd bring it back with... Where is... Beneath the Sands? Not in this build. Beneath the Sand, or Shadow of the Grave, is the card that allows you to bring back the various cards that you've cycled that turn. So this particular version didn't have that, but it's definitely hard to come across a decent New Perspectives combo. Obviously, it's a little bit vulnerable when your deck is playing both Graveyard and one-card combos are a little bit difficult in Modern. It does have enough... That version had enough acceleration to easily hit 4 mana on turn 6, or 6 mana on turn 4, but still not a deck I would recommend running too much, although it is certainly an interesting deck you can catch people off guard with if they have no idea what's going on. But unfortunately it does take a little while to win on Moto, but you know, that'll be the end of our 5 matches. So I wanted to take a look at some different decks. Sometimes it gets annoying to grinding in the leagues all the time, so sometimes it's fun to take a deck out, take it for a spin against various deck archetypes. So this has been Dust for Dust Gun Gaming. If you like what you're seeing on the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I just want to thank you all for your support, and it's been a great drive to 500. Now we got to start the drive to 1,000 here shortly. So hope everybody has a great day.